Well, we continue in this deconstruction of human automatism and assumptions underlying our actions, basically, because I am human as well, despite all appearances. So, that impulse in congratulating someone because she or he is pregnant together are I don't want to discriminate, nor then you, whatever your gender is, either assigned or assumed or adopted, we are all included. It's like Michael Jackson's bed. I mean, all colors, types, we welcome thee. Yeah, no discrimination whatsoever. So we assume instantly, without knowing the nuances, that they wanted to get pregnant. But what if this was the result of an anal cascade? The guy finished inside that spot where the sun never hits, and then just rogue drips went into the pussy and impregnated her. Or perhaps she sat on the sofa on which her lover came on last night, and some rogue drops still persisted in being alive, and she sat the next morning wearing a very thin underwear or whatever, and those drops filtered in and got her pregnant. So we don't know, basically. We don't know. Or she might have picked up the used condom, which he did use correctly, and she might have sucked out some drops with a drip and then inserted them in her vagina, self-impregnating her in a way. We don't know. So it's better not to assume and to just perhaps express or ask, like, well, are you happy? And they might say, yes, then I'm happy for you. But the instant congratulation is a bit too much, perhaps. Also remember, this is not a heroic task to insert a penis, whether it was soft, mid-soft, or hard, inside a vagina, as we established. It's the Disney world of dicks. Because it's not like putting your penis in a snake pit, or like the Flash Gordon movie, he had to put his hand inside. I mean, I imagine the porn version of Flash Gordon, he putting his dick there and see if the snake bit him. The man, when he's trying to get a woman pregnant, he's not doing any of that, nor just letting flies eat his head or any other awful variation. It's the most pleasurable act. And I'm sure in previous versions of this world, because God, despite being perfect, I'm sure he couldn't predict all the shit we would do. I mean, we are the X Factor, right? So I am almost certain that he had to turn the pleasure knob on, pun intended, to just make us copulate, because we are so lazy inherently that we were not fucking and life would collapse. So he had to make it extremely pleasurable and create extra nerve endings in the clitoris, vagina, penis, etc., to just guarantee the existence on life on Earth. So next time you bump into a pregnant woman, partner, couple, or man, alien, it, or whatever, just remember all the assumptions that are behind your automatic congratulations, okay? And in doing that, we might create a better world for you, the kids to come, and whatever happens in the future. Okay. Bye-bye. Alas, I forgot about something, because forgetfulness is hell in a way. I'm adding this bit to the last video because this is another point. I'm against congratulating at the news of pregnancy, but this is a worthy disclaimer or addendum, which is sometimes you can put in the woman's shoes and just look at him and say, how did you manage to let this piece of shit fuck you? Or how did you cope with it? That is worthy of my congratulations. I salute you for having sex with this awful man. Or vice versa, you can just be friends with the guy and look at her and say, how did you manage to get your cock at least semi-hard to have an orgasm and impregnate that awful bitch? Yeah. Food for thought. Yeah. Awful doesn't mean exterior awfulness. Could mean anything. So this is going out of focus because of my hands, and also because it's going to stir some interesting opinions. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.